don't think there was a body.
We saw it.
No, we saw what Nicholas wanted us to see. It was a setup. He's not dead. Nicholas has been playing us all.
Okay. All right, well, that would explain why the Coast Guard has been searching all night and haven't found Nicholas's body.
If I'm right, everything that happened that night at Windermere, it was staged, and Nicholas set it up so he could disappear.
Nicholas makes it look like he dies, falling through the window, crashing on the rocks below. The current is strong enough to pull him into the harbor. First question.
Why?
Because he lost ELQ, financial trouble?
No, faking his own death wouldn't necessarily return him to the lifestyle which he's accustomed. As a matter of fact, it would make it more difficult to access the funds that he does have.
What else would he be trying to escape?
Not what? Who? Staging his death wouldn't solve Nicholas's financial problems, but it would solve his legal ones. Maybe he was afraid Hayden was going to blow the whistle on him having her shot, and he couldn't stall her any longer, so he decided to run.
And staged his own murder to cover his tracks. It's good motivation, but how'd he do it? Okay, for me, let's go over this one more time, please. Thank you. When you got to Windermere, was the front door open?
No, it was closed, but it was unlocked. I entered, I yelled up to Nicholas, and that's when I heard the noise from upstairs. Nicholas!
Okay, so if Nicholas staged the whole thing.
Wouldn't make sense because it didn't sound like two people fighting. It could have been him deliberately moving the furniture. It sounded like the noise was coming from one of the bedrooms upstairs, but all the doors were shut. And then I heard a crash coming from Nicholas's bedroom.
And that's when I arrived. I heard the glass breaking.
Yeah. I entered Nicholas's bedroom. The room was trashed. The window was broken to pieces.
And there was no sign of anyone else?
No, not until you showed up, and then later Curtis and Hayden.
Okay, well, it would be easy for Nicholas to stage the whole thing.
He wrecks the room himself. He breaks the window so it looks like he was attacked and pushed through.
And you were right outside the room when the window broke?
Yeah. So how could he have made it out of there if he didn't go through the window? Like you said, that house has so many secret passageways. I'm willing to bet that Nicholas had one in his bedroom.
Okay, but even if he did use a secret passageway, I don't think there's any way he had enough time to get down to the beach and pose his body.
Maybe he didn't have to.
We saw the body on the rocks.
No, we didn't. We saw something that could pass for a body when seen from a distance.
Like some kind of a dummy or something?
Before we were able to get close enough to make sure.
It was washed away into the harbor.
Yeah, that's right. Nicholas placed a body on the rocks, right? He knew everybody would be off the island, so he wouldn't be disturbed. He cut himself, leave behind his DNA. He went back down. He placed his cufflink. He left his smashed phone. He needed to make sure the right assumptions would be made. He goes back upstairs. He wrecks his room. He destroys the window, and then he takes off. Now, while he's making his escape via some sort of secret passageway, we spot the body from the upstairs window. As we go downstairs to make sure he's okay, he's actually disposing of the dummy, and he's covering his tracks in the storm.
There's still a big hole. There's no way that Nicholas could have framed you. He wasn't sure if you were coming or not.
Maybe he was trying to frame somebody else.